Today's adventure will take us to Walt Disney World, to Epcot, for a festival that has been going on. It's been about a week since the re-grand opening. It takes place every year, but there's going to be a little twist on this one. There was an event that was going on before closures that they are incorporating into this one. It's going to be less booths and kind of a mishmash of the two. Usually Future World opens at 9 a.m. and World Showcase at 11, but during these times, the entire park opens at 11. So rope drop at 11, it's currently 10:35 and about to park. Still no trams or monorail running at this time. The other day I purchased a new Magic Band because I lost the other. And in the floorboard next to the seat, this just appeared. It always happens that way. Now I have two. A good rule of thumb is always document where you park. I'm in a maze 34 and park entrance that direction. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Food and Wine Festival combined with Flower and Garden. It's the both of them in a merging of sorts. We're gonna check this out. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? July 2020, the month where no monorail can be seen at Epcot. I always refer to it as Epcot Center, but they've dropped the center. But it's all capitalized again. Epcot's all capitalized like the old days. Walking up to the screening tent, 97.1. They got the all new festival banner right there. No passports this go around, but they do have the guide map stand here. It's kind of fun. You can match up the map with Spaceship Earth. They are listing the relaxation stations on here as well. I've been doing really good on my weight loss, so I'm not gonna eat all the food, but I'll eat a little bit of the food. Every platter comes out tasty? I never get tired of looking at this amazing structure, the symbol of this park. Really can't bypass these short lines, so I'm gonna stop in real quick and thank the Phoenicians. Thank you guys, thank you so much. Since I'm not gonna feature each and every item at all the booths, I'm gonna choose about 2 or 3 small portions back in World Showcase. Before I do that, I'm gonna head over to Mouse Gear, see what kind of merchandise is left over from Flower and Garden, and if anything from Food and Wine has reared its head. By the way, I do think that this is supposed to be Progress City, which became Epcot in Walt's mind. I think that's what that is depicting. And I'm seeing a couple gentlemen over here that look familiar. Got Chris from Aimless Adventures Vlog and World of Micah.
I wasn't wearing the sunglasses on the ride. I just switched out before we went outside.
It's very sunny out there.
It is.
What do you think of this Florida heat?
Well, I've lived in Florida twice, and it's always Florida.
But you're back now to visit.
I am.
Have you been acclimated to other areas?
Yes. Yeah, I acclimated 2 days ago at Magic Kingdom. I got acclimated real quick.
Well, we're about to go back outside, so let the acclimation begin.
Do it.
See, some of the topiaries from the flower event are still here on site. In this store, I'm not seeing any current festival merchandise. However, they do have a few shirts left over from the other one. I was here last week and I also didn't notice any, and as well as the annual pass holder magnet. There were 2 of them, and because of the closure, the second magnet was not accessible. I'm not seeing those in here at this particular time as well. I just asked, and no current event merchandise will be out until mid-August, and the magnets, no one knows what's going on with the magnets for now. I'm hearing maybe mid-August on those as well. I'm also hearing that maybe they weren't produced in the first place. It really just depends on who you talk to. I really would like to have that Orange Bird magnet at some point though. One of the relaxation stations is located over here by Mission Space and Test Track. This really is such a great time to be here. Low crowds, it is a weekday, but still, this is plenty of elbow room. I did not realize this until very recently, but the 25 emblem is on this cake, meaning 25 years of Food and Wine. I'm taking that to be what that stands for. 25 years of this festival. Now that's a reason to celebrate if ever there was one. Okay, I'm gonna get something. The festival market pop-up shop there doesn't have a whole lot of guests in it at the moment. And the stand over here is a Caribbean, island Caribbean themed. That's a good one. For $5.50 they have an empanada. They also have a spiced chicken and a few beverage options. And if you're in need of a guidebook, it's all digital this year. You just scan it right there on the My Disney Experience mobile app. Really kind of amazing, this walkway. And the clouds are starting to formulate up there. Look at those clouds. And the new implementation of a new rule where you have to be standing or sitting to eat and have your covering on. Thank you. As of yesterday, I believe, you can no longer walk and eat with this down at the same time. Oh dang, here at Earth Eats, they have an Impossible Farmhouse Meatball for $5.75. I think I'm gonna get an Impossible Meatball. There are new plastic cutlery dispensers now. There's one there and one there. Very fancy, where it just dispenses one at a time. And this is what we're dealing with. To be honest, I've never had any sort of Impossible meat any time in my life. This is the first time. Looks very, very delectable with a nice little sauce. This is exciting. Oh, it smells really good even from this angle. Okay, I'm about to do it. It's happening. That's really good. There's no meat. As far as I know, there's no meat in it. I think Impossible means there's no meat in the meatball. It's not a real deal meatball. It's made by plant products, perhaps. That is really good. That is really, really good. I am really content with how tasty this is. Much tastier than I imagined that it would be. Continuing on, those clouds are really starting to come into fruition over there. Should also note there are plenty of tables. Sometimes you have to eat on the trash cans out here when it's so busy, but there's plenty of tables available. That's a rarity. Over in China, they have chicken dumplings and beef bao buns. There's a pontoon boat there out on the water at the moment. So many tables are accessible at the moment. Lots of tables. I don't recall seeing this stand in the past. I think it might be a new pop-up. They have spicy vegan corn. I think I'm gonna try that. Oh dang, that looks pretty good. It's all a lot of stuff just piled up on top of there. Served in, I thought this was going to be like an actual dish, but it's a paper plate that resembles a dish. Might be onions on the tippy top of it.
For a face covering, wash your hands often and
I
thoroughly.
like this a lot.
Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Some sort of sauce like smeared on the bottom of it. Kind of adds to it. Definitely has a little kick. A cast member just recommended an all-new mac and cheese down at the festival center. I like mac and cheese. Seeing all these empty tables goes pretty much against everything I've ever known about Food and Wine before. Just so unusual from the past. The booth over in Spain is not open. Italy is, however, and the line is not too long, where they have an Italian flatbread with tomato sauce and other options. I do have to pace myself, however, because I get full really quick these days. I've been eating very light portions, so this is a little more than I have been consuming recently. Kind of wondering how much I've lost, but I'm not going to weigh myself to get back home to California on my scale.
Clean your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth.
I'm also hearing that sushi has been eliminated from the Japan stand this year. I always love this pavilion quite a bit. It's really, really cool. They do have frothy ramen and something called a sushi flower pot, however. At the moment, they're just waiting for anyone to come over and purchase some food. Such a unique experience during these times. I can't tell if the Morocco stand is closed or if there's just no one over there at the moment. Yep. I think it's open, but there's just no one in line. Now, I love when the parks are empty and the wait times are short, but seeing these festivals in this manner is a little bit, it's different. Are you gonna swing in here now and get some of that mac and cheese I've heard so much about? And it's sheltered from the elements. It's about to rain.
Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing.
And plenty of AC in here, plenty of AC in here. Okay, it seems to be this is where everyone's kind of camped out. The gourmet mac and cheese line. There's also a lobster version and just a regular version. And this is what we're dealing with. I went with the lobster mac and cheese, macaroni and cheese, looking like it has a little topping on top of it, a little crusty type of item on top, kind of peppered on there. I also might have missed it, but didn't notice a calorie count on any of it. I haven't really been counting calories, but I would guess I'm probably doing about less than 1,500 a day over the last few weeks, so this is probably exceeding that. I can really taste the lobster. Wow. This is delicious. I haven't had too much stuff at these festivals I didn't enjoy. Hello. Hi. Austin, thank you. You could really fall into temptation when it comes to eating. out here. And as I take my last bite, I kind of wish I would have had the camera pointed this way for the duration of... There's a piano over here and they're playing some songs. As I stood in there watching her perform the songs from Mary Poppins when she went into Feed the Birds, let me tell you, I kind of got a little bit choked up. That was amazing. As far as food goes, I'm pretty much done, but there is a special beverage treat I want to get as well. It's located here at the Citrus Blossom stand. The Orange Bird Cream Shake served in a souvenir sipper cup. Probably not part of my weight loss plan, but I got myself something to take home. Had my eye on this for quite some time and finally now own it. I can put it in my backpack, I put it in my suitcase I should say. You hear the thunder rumbling. Don't have the magnet, this version magnet that they haven't produced yet, but I got the sipper. The best option would have been to see what was in this beforehand. I know it is non-alcoholic and you just take the straw, go into its noggin, very creamy, very icy. It's almost like a 50-50, almost like a creamsicle. Walk over to another spot. Keep in mind, just yesterday or the day before, to reiterate, they announced you cannot drink and eat and walk at the same time. So I have to just hold, have my covering on, get to my spot, and then remove it, and then consume. The real question is, who should be in the forefront? Orange Bird or that iconic sphere back there? I think today's also I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this new Epcot merch as well. Yeah, maybe, I think I'm gonna go, I might go with this one here. All right, I changed my mind, I'm going with this. Also met up with my friends again. They've been doing other things. You think this is my style here?
I think so. It's good. It's classic.
Think it works?
Yeah, it works.
I'm gonna do the loop around with you guys too. I've already done one, but I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna go full loop. I'll watch you eat. I've already eaten enough. Oh. But I can always live vicariously.
That's right. I'm not dieting like you. You're doing some good stuff.
And this is a smaller size. I'm going with the XL as opposed to the XX. And this gift shop here, which normally has stuff out, is also nothing's been put out yet. It's still sitting here empty at the moment. I believe Mike is going to get the frothy ramen. I don't think it was what he expected. I think he imagined it being a piping warm meal, and he said it was icy cold and had something on the top of it there. He said he probably would not get it again. Maybe if he knew ahead of time that it wasn't going to be served warm, he would have been prepared. Wouldn't get that again.
No, I mean, I'm sure if it was warm, it would be delicious. Some things, like I said, should be warm.
The wait time for Soren stated 25 minutes, but in fact it was just a walk-on, only about maybe 5 minutes tops before we were in and sitting on the attraction, flying through the air, Soren around the world. We're now down to 2. Micah has decided to leave, so it's you and I on test track. You ready?
Do it.
Let's do it. Whoa! Oh yeah! Oh, man! Yeah! Well, got some inclement weather. Oh, the truck back there! Oh, it's happening! Woo! Yes! Oh, that's bright! That's really bright! We're going! Go, 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 go! Oh, man! Hold on to this hat! I'm ready! Go, 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 go! That's gonna do it for today. If you're new here, please subscribe. By doing so, it helps keep you in the loop and up to date on future uploads here on this channel. Take it a step further, ring that notification bell, and if you enjoyed this particular episode, give it a big thumbs up. It lets me know you care. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. On the way out, I picked up these 2 new pins that are in the shop below Spaceship Earth. Little old school throwback logo goodness. $15.99 and $17.99 plus the 30% annual pass holder discount. Nice.